are part Palestinian and his wife is Palestinian.
In Iran.
Oh my God.
And look, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, you know, brown clown or some bullshit like that. Like, oh, he's a Muslim, blah, blah, blah. Look, I think the bottom line is this. I think people are realizing this war serves zero U.S. interests, okay? It doesn't benefit us whatsoever, and it's an L. And as a matter of fact, let me show you guys. I wrote a whole tweet about this shit real quick. Let me show you, ninjas. Okay, and I kind of go into depth on what the fuck? Hold on. U.S. Delta Force in the grip of Iranian Revolutionary Guard? Okay, it's AI shit. Okay. All right, I was about to say, nigga, what the fuck is this shit? Okay. I was about to say, bruh. Okay. Okay. So this is what I'll read this out for you guys. So Trump's war is a profound strategic blunder. Let's define victory first because it isn't symmetric. For the United States, success means full regime change, a new pro-Western government, nukes and missiles gone, proxies dismantled. That requires ground invasion and occupation of a 90 million person theocracy now fueled by martyrdom. History proves it's nearly impossible without massive casualties. Air power degrades assets but can't install leaders. From Iran, victory is straightforward. Survive. Endure the strikes, inflict pain, close the Strait of Hormuz, 20-30% of the global oil, shut down Qatar's gas, 20% of the world's supply, push prices from $80 towards $150 to $200, drone Gulf bases in Israel. They've prepared 40 years, decentralized government, proxies, mines, drones. They don't care to defeat us. They just need to outlast our patience. Ignore the Warhawks noise. We're crushing them. 70% capability gone. Right? I'm sure you guys have seen a bunch of these fucking, what I call magatards and Warhawks on YouTube, right? That's irrelevant. Asymmetric warfare isn't a scoreboard. It's about cost and endurance. Iran fights for existence. We chose this optional fight. Their stake is existential. Ours is elective. Here's why this is an epic fuck up. Number one, dead man switch triggered. Killing the Ayatollah plus 50 top officials on day one activated decentralized retaliation. Missiles hit Israel and Gulf states within an hour. No single head to cut. The system was designed for this. Two, no uprising. Theocracy breeds faith-based loyalty. Iranians may resent their leaders, but they revile foreign invaders even more. Westernized exiles like Patrick Bet-David or the Shah's heirs offer zero ground truth. They're out of touch. Real talk, they really are. Bro, you know what I've been thinking about? Every time I see these Iranians talking about fucking, oh yeah, we need to fucking, topple the regime, whatever. I'm just like in my head like, these guys are so out of touch. It's insane. Because you guys got to know, a lot of these Iranians that are like complaining about this shit, these niggas, like their family member got exiled. They've been out the country for 30 or 40 years. Like maybe they liked the Shah back in the day. But a lot of these diaspora Iranians are not, symbolic of how Iranians feel today in the country. Okay? Quite frankly, these niggas. We got that 86. Oh. Okay. Every time these Iranian niggas from America or Europe or Canada or anywhere, right? They're like, oh yes, down with the regime, and niggas are dancing with the fucking old Iranian flag with the line in the back. Think of this song right here. Dead ass. Niggas are out of touch, bro. Okay, because if you look at the Iranians in Iran, them niggas are like, yeah, we're gonna strike back. Okay? So, trust me, there ain't gonna be no fucking uprising, bro. That's why Trump is trying to get the Kurds to fucking do it. Okay? And that leads me to my next point. Kurdish proxy fantasy. Forcing Kurds through Iran's western mountains is a tactical suicide. Tehran already bombarded Iraqi Kurdistan to block it. They knew it was coming. They already bombed the fuck out these niggas, bro. Okay? Allahu Akbar! Nuclear pretext exposed. Trump bragged Operation Midnight Hammer obliterated the program in 2025. Now it's 2 weeks away. Same old Netanyahu line. JCPOA exit under Zionist pressure. Kill diplomacy. We created the threat, then wage war to fix it. Real driver, Israel's missile fears, not ours. Okay? In the U.S., we're using the nuclear myth to justify going to war, but the real reason we're going to war is those fucking ballistic missiles, which are raining hell on Israel right now, as you guys know. Boom, boom, boom. U.S. presence crumbles. Gulf states will pivot to Russia or China for real security. Our regional influence dies. Very important that you guys understand this. The only reason that we have military bases all across the Gulf was because we promised to defend them. Now that the rubbers hit the road and they're actually getting attacked, guess what's happening? We're not fucking defending them, bro. AKA Big L. So it's going to be one of two things. Either A, we topple the regime, then we're able to stay in the Gulf, or B, we don't topple the regime, which is more than likely. And I don't see a scenario where the Gulf states are going to allow us to keep military bases there. Or if they do, it's going to be extremely limited. Why? Because those military bases are the reason they're getting attacked in the fucking first place. We made a promise. Hey, we will protect you in exchange for you allowing us to exert our power regionally in the Gulf. And now that the fucking rubber's meeting the road, we're not doing what we're supposed to do. We're protecting the Israelis more than the Gulf states.
Allahu Akbar!
And they're already complaining about it. Okay? So we look ridiculous right now. And all those military bases are now cooked and destroyed all across the Gulf. Qatar, Bahrain, UAE, Oman, Kuwait, they all got cooked. So are they going to let us go back in there and rebuild the military bases while the regime is still there in Iran if we don't topple them? Fuck no. Because they know that opens opens them up to retaliation. These Gulf states, guys, are very small countries that are extremely sensitive and super dependent upon tourism and their energy. Speaking of energy, let's get into the economic self-destruction now. Hormuz jammed, gas up $1 a gallon. Probably might be higher for some of you guys. I know some of my guys in California said their gas prices went up $1. Might be higher for some of y'all. Inflation surging, trade tanks, Hexas 8 weeks stretches from 4 days into endless quagmire, midterms bloodbath, we triggered a trap, Iran pushes globally, soaring energy, erode alliances, endless attrition, they hold, we bleed. All Iran needs to do, guys, is hold on, okay? That's all they got to do. Next, missile/drone mismatch nightmares. This is one of the worst reasons, right? Iran has thousands of ballistic missiles, estimates somewhere between 7,500 plus pre-war, plus ongoing production. They're making hundreds of missiles a month, okay? And endless cheap drones like the Shahed 136 cost about $20,000 to $50,000 each. They make it in-house, by the way. We counter with price interceptors. The Patriot is $3 to $5 million. The THAAD is $12 to $15 million. Aero systems also are similar high-end, hundreds of thousands to $1 million, right? It's 100 to 1 or worse. Every drone we down drains millions while Iran spams more. Production favors them. They crank out 100 plus missiles monthly. We make 6 or 7 THAADs. Attrition math. They overwhelm stocks, force us to burn cash defending allies, and some still get through. Not winning, just bleeding dry. And my friends, this is why this war is a fucking... And this is why I tell y'all, man, like a lot of these YouTubers... Right, because there's a couple of them that I've seen that are like talking about how we're smashing Iran and, they can't win and our air power is amazing and we're, there's literally niggas are just sucking their own dicks. That's not what matters. They can bomb Tehran into oblivion, into the fucking Stone Age. That does not affect Iran's ability to project damage towards the Gulf states and put our soldiers in harm and also create an enormous amount of damage all across the Middle East. They can bomb Tehran all day. Okay? That does not mean shit at all. Because economically, politically, and diplomatically, we are getting absolutely demolished. That's what matters. We have to go in and actually finish the job. We have to go in and actually effectuate a regime change. That's going to be nearly fucking impossible. We struggled to do it in Afghanistan against ragtag militia Taliban niggas, okay?
Allahu Akbar!
You think we're going to be able to do it against the IRGC, million-man plus army, actually trained, actually a real military, with the same fucking unforgiving terrain, all the mountains there on the east? That's why Trump's trying to push the Kurds to do it. And even the Kurds are like, yeah, no thanks.
Nope.
Hell no. They know they're going to get packed up if they go over there. This isn't being anti-American. This isn't being, oh, you want Iran to win. No, I just know that we lost. Because our objectives to win are significantly more difficult to attain than what it takes for them to win. They just got to hold on. That's all they got to do. They're the defending military. And then not only that, they're in a strategic location where they're able to exert an enormous amount of economic problems for us all across the world. A barrel of gas right now sitting at about $85, chat. And the only reason it's not at 90 to 100 is because Trump put out that True Social post yesterday saying that he was going to ensure that the freighters get insurance. But bro, none of these freighters are going to fucking take that insurance. I think a freighter just got lit up on fire earlier today. So niggas are going to try to take, they're going to be like, nah, man, I'm good, man. Nah, we good. They got like 200 plus ships just docked at the Strait of Hormuz, bro. Literally, 200 plus ships docked at the Strait of Hormuz. Can't fucking go in and out. The Iranians are not playing about that, bro. 20% of the world's oil, boom, stuck. Qatar, 20% of the fucking world's natural gas, stuck. Shut down LNG. And it's going to take 2 weeks for them to turn it back on. So we're looking at best case scenario. It's going to take damn near a month for Qatar to start building, to start getting natural gas flowing again. So that's going to put enormous amount of pressure on Europe because they've sanctioned Russia and they're the only other country that can produce that level of natural gas. So see how this has a cascade effect all across the world? For what? For Israel? Incredible. See, I got